You can get freeze framed, and that's tied into blackmail. Show your best face so that a blackmail don't get justified. If you get caught in the wrong frame, you could get frozen in that frame. But of course, this gonna be somebody else's perspective. But if you take on that perspective for yourself, you'll be frozen. You'll be frozen in somebody else's portrait of you. And I'm sure that's not what you want, especially if it's negative. Yo, sometimes it's not. Sometimes even if it's positive, it's not. It's not great. Let's say you come from a certain organization and you done moved on and matured from that. They'll start calling you by the organization you used to belong to, where you might have moved on from that, but they'll call it back up. In a normal scenario, you'll be like, yeah, I used to be involved with this group or that group. I'm not really associated with that group anymore. But if you didn't move on to another group from that group, and you just a rogue, now you frozen. You freeze. You in freeze frame. Cause they gonna say, well, this person can always come back. When that frozen frame thaws out, their picture's gonna be readjusted to the thing that they just left, because they didn't move. Like, this is like connected to when they talk about the unclean spirit in the Gospels. Once it leave the body, is going out into these desolate places, wildernesses, looking for a place to inhabit. Can't find nothing, and it gathers. If they come back to the person and find them empty, unoccupied, if nothing is taking that space that was left open, they gonna come and they gonna bring in like 7 more harsh state of minds. You could call them spirits, energies, whatever. But they could come. You'll come back 8 times worse potentially if you move on from something to nothing. So don't get caught stranded. If you gonna quit one thing, always have the next thing ready that you're gonna step into. Because if you get stuck, if you get frozen in frame, the picture gonna get ugly. Super T Sigma. Get the picture?